Hey, good morning from heaven! Today for my video blog, I thought I'd just share a little bit of my personal inner exploration with you. I often meditate in my infrared sauna at night. If you're interested in a great infrared sauna, I recommend the Health Mate infrared saunas. You can find information about them on my blog. I did a sort of a special feature on them. I find it really easy to meditate at about 135 degrees in the infrared sauna. Around 20 minutes the body seems to calm down, and then it gives you a good 20 or 40 more minutes depending on how much heat you can take. So the other night I was in there and just thinking about life and the challenges of spiritual growth and personal growth and my own growth and my own challenges. And sometimes I feel I can draw what I'm feeling better than I can write it. So I drew this little picture here while I was in the sauna. And it sort of expresses the process that I'm going through at the moment with trying to understand and experience and rationalize or make sense of or feel or poetically explore. I try to look at things from multiple different angles so I don't get caught in a given mindset. And then while I was sitting there meditating after the drawing, later a poem came to me that sort of expressed what the drawing says, which I'll share with you now. I see my fire, I feel my pain. Though God be in me, I exercise the vein. There is a mirror, not on a wall, without reflection, represents all. Not even photons dance at this ball. Don't look, you'll see vanity covering the walls. So I'll read that again and then I'll give you a brief explanation. Remember, there's the picture that the poem is describing, which is the process of spiritual growth within me. I see my fire, I feel my pain. Though God be in me, I exercise the vein. There is a mirror, not on a wall, without reflection, represents all. Not even photons dance at this ball. Don't look, you'll see vanity covering the walls. So that's probably going to mean a lot of different things to a lot of people. I'll share what it means inside of me. I see my fire. I can see all the things that I create for better and for worse. I see the fire in my discussions, my arguments, my judgments. I feel and see the fire in my exercise, my creativity, my artwork, my writing, my teaching. Without the fire, I would be flat. Too much fire and I burn up. I feel my pain. We all have pain. It's part of the human process. I believe the pain is necessary. Just like a chick has to try to spread its wings and exercise itself against the shell. And Mother Nature won't let it out of the shell till it's strong enough to break out of its own shell. We all have to go through the pains that exercise us, not only physically, for our physical body, but emotionally. We need resistance and challenge to grow and develop a healthy emotional body. And the emotional body and the mental body are like two sides of a coin with the soul in the middle. So we need to be challenged at the mental level through studies, through challenges in our life, through problem solving of various natures that are necessary for us to complete our life path. So when I say I feel my pain, it means I'm at a point in my life where I realize that much of the things I used to avoid for fear of pain turn out to be the very things that made me a wiser, more capable human being, and therefore potentially more useful to those that need my help. Though God be in me, I exercise the vein. It means I know the truth of God. It's my life hobby is to investigate this very, very big and confusing issue. And my philosophy on that is very simple. If God exists, then everything there is an expression of the divine, and therefore we should worship everything. And if God does not exist, nothing changes. This is the world we have that we live on together, and to the degree that we're disrespectful of the world and each other, we're stuck with each other with the exact same problems we have right now, with or without God. So the point that I'm making is, though God be in me, unconditional love, I exercise the vein. It means I myself witness myself making choices based on things that will improve me in the eye of other people, trying to make myself a better teacher, having a beautiful place. I could be a yogi and get rid of it all and go live in the mountains and take the ascetic path, but something in me doesn't feel that that is my path. There's times that I say or do things to promote myself, thus the vain. I'm not so worried about the times I'm at peace with it. I'm trying to witness the times that I'm bullshitting myself, which does occur. And, you know, the boomerang of love always comes back to roost right where it left. So I have to deal with those. I see my fire. I feel my pain. Though God be in me, I exercise the vein. But I'm happy to say I'm a witness to the process, and I try to take a little action every day. And thank you for giving me an opportunity to remind myself of what I'm doing by sharing it with you, because I know if you know what I'm doing, you might hold me accountable for my spiritual growth one day, and then I have no choice but to face that mirror that is not hanging on the wall and realize that though there's no reflection, there is vanity covering the walls. There is a mirror not on the wall. It means that we are all reflections of the divine, and that the mirror that we're looking at is each other. St. Francis of Assisi was asked by people regularly, "How do I find God?" And he had one of the most amazing answers I've ever heard or found in all my studies. He said, "What you are looking for is what's looking." Now that's pretty good. That says it all. And there's the mirror not hanging on the wall. No reflection. You look in the mirror, you see your reflection. But you look at God and you see the other parts of yourself. If God is the whole, W-H-O-L-E, then the ego is an whole, an H-O-L-E, that is forever trying to fill itself with its perceived desires. But ultimately, the paradox is you were always full, always satiated all along. So satiated, in fact, that the only thing you could do for fun was to pretend that you weren't God, that you didn't have money, that you didn't have love, that you didn't have food, and that there was things to fight about. But in the end, you realize it's all absolutely the perfect game, the game that you wanted to play and that we wanted to play. So there is a mirror not on a wall without reflection, represents all. It means the divine mirror is an expression of all that is in capital letters. Not even photons dance at this ball means a photon is a virtual particle. It's something. It's right here. Here we are. And the divine mirror cannot be said to be this or that, because now you're assigning attributes to something that is unconditional, something that is prior to condition, yet one with condition. Just as zero is the origin of all things countable, yet zero does not mean nothing. It means nothing if you perceive it to mean nothing, but for me it means the potential to create anything. So the mirror of the divine is the zero that is emerging and expressing itself as one. So paradoxically, metaphysically, zero equals one. Therefore, the ego is one of the ones in the one. So we're all in this process of experiencing ourselves as an individual expressing divine wholeness. The wholeness of the all is in the parts of the individual, and it is that subject-object relationship that allows love to be experienced. So when I say not even photons dance at this ball, what I'm saying is once you get behind the ego, there is no thing and no one there. You are with the ground state of being itself. It is pure and utter, blissful emptiness. No bills, no schedules. Aho, great spirit. So don't look. You'll see vanity covering the walls. That means wherever the ego looks, it's looking to see itself and to perceive itself. So the act of looking ultimately is the act of expressing vanity, to see oneself. And there's many myths and stories about all that in various religions. So in my close for today, that's a little piece of my spiritual practice. I see my fire, I feel my pain. Though God be in me, I exercise the vain. There is a mirror, not on a wall. Without reflection, represents all. Not even photons dance at this ball. Don't look, you'll see vanity hanging on the walls. Have a great day. Aho from heaven. We're having a great time here. Look forward to our next chance to share. Aho.